Yeah, whatever. You know, you can't scroll through social media these days without seeing somebody trying to seduce folks into being an entrepreneur. Scroll through Instagram, you're gonna see somebody talking right at you, talking about how great being an entrepreneur is and how you can do it if you just try. Well, the truth is, if you wanna make the quick, easy money, being an entrepreneur is not the way to do it. Being an entrepreneur is fraught with bloody noses and getting knocked down, getting backed up, trying and failing and doing it anyway because frankly, you have no other choice. There are some glamorous aspects to it, but most people don't see the negatives that go with it. Now that doesn't mean you can't still be entrepreneurial. In fact, there's an enormous difference between being an entrepreneur and simply being entrepreneurial. Let me explain. My name's Brad Costanzo, and I am a business strategist. I am a consultant. I have several of my own businesses that I've either started, acquired, or consult with. I know this game. I've been doing it for a long time. And frankly, I don't even consider myself that much of an entrepreneur. I think of myself maybe more as an opportuneur. I create opportunities by paying attention to those things around me and those people that need help. That being said, I'm being entrepreneurial, and you can too. It doesn't matter what job you have right now. If you're trying to start a business, if you're working as an accounts receivable clerk for a company, you can still be entrepreneurial. And here's what that means. Entrepreneurial thinking are people who look for gaps between what is and what could or should be. They look for problems they're trying to solve, nuts that other people are trying to crack, and they're looking for things that they can add value where it doesn't exist right now. Let me give you an example. Let's talk about this accounts receivable clerk. By the way, years ago, I was one, so this is why I thought of this. You can talk to your boss and you can ask them questions. Hey boss, let me take you to lunch. Let me find out, what are some of the nuts we're trying to crack here in the business? What's working well, what's not working well, what are some of the initiatives? If you take this initiative and you actually show that you care about something that is not directly related to your paycheck, but you're constantly looking out for these potential gaps, these problems you can solve, then you're on the way with step one. Now, step two is great. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to know how to solve that problem if you can access the people who can solve it. So now here's what's a really interesting side effect of being entrepreneurial is that by being entrepreneurial and doing things like solving problems, finding gaps, creating opportunities, you become an entrepreneur. But that's how it works. You're entrepreneurial first before you become an entrepreneur. And I'm here to tell you, it's not all fun and games. It's not all glamorous. In fact, it often feels like you're getting punched in the face quite a bit. But that's who we are. That's what we do. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're entrepreneurial, you're adaptable, you're flexible, and you realize that this is what life throws at you. But you're there to solve problems, you're there to crack nuts, you're there to make things happen that wouldn't happen without you. And if you're trying to be an entrepreneur right now, I encourage you to simply switch it and just try to be a little bit more entrepreneurial in your day-to-day life. And don't worry about what some Instagram guru says that you're going to make it and have all this lush lifestyle. In fact, a lot of the entrepreneurs I know, they don't take the vacations that you see on Instagram. They don't do all of the flashy things. They put their head down, they get to work, they solve problems, and they reap the rewards, and they deal with the blows. And that's real talk. And I encourage you to seek out help when you need it and to take a realistic look at this. If you're looking for more advice, insight, and information on what it really takes, I encourage you to come check out my podcast, baconwrapbusiness.com. I've got a lot of entrepreneurs and individuals and episodes over the past several years where we've explored every aspect of this, from the tactical strategies you can do every day to the things that are going on in their minds that are driving them crazy, or the things that power them and allow them to think entrepreneurial. If you like this, please come, subscribe, check it out, baconwrapbusiness.com, and let me know if this has been a useful piece of advice for you. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks again.